Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the significance of atmosphere, then the importance of ozone layer, depletion of the ozone layer, and the causes and effect of global warming. So, on this topic only we are going to discuss today. Significance of atmosphere. The atmosphere is of great significance for the survival of human beings and other life forms on the earth. Earth is a unique planet. Atmosphere plays an important role over there. Because of atmosphere also, earth is known as a unique planet. Some of the significance of atmosphere are as follows. Number 1, the atmosphere prevents the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays from reaching the earth's surface. Very important point. So atmosphere act as a protector and protect the earth's surface from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Point number 2, it shields us from the meteors which are continuously coming towards the earth from the outer space. As we know, that mesosphere is one of the layer of the atmosphere, which not only that, even the exosphere also, which is known as the last layer of the atmosphere, every day millions of meteors and the meteorites that are coming towards the earth, because of these layers only, they bond in these layers and protect us from these things. So atmosphere acts as shield. Number 3, it acts like a greenhouse by trapping the heat and thus controls the extreme of temperature during day and night. Point number 4, it softens the sun's glare during the daytime, because whatever the sun rays during the daytime, if it will come total sun rays on the earth's surface, then it is not possible for us to survive. Because of the presence of earth's surface atmosphere only, it softens the sun glare. Number 5, the atmosphere has weight and exert pressure which depend upon the air temperature. Number 6, the change of weather and climate is due to the presence of atmosphere. Number 7, water vapor present in the atmosphere causes condensation and precipitation. Very important point, that water vapor plays an important role. We know it is the main source of condensation and the different forms of precipitation such as rainfall, snowfall, hail, drizzle, etc. Number 8, sound waves can travel only in air. Number 9, life on earth is possible due to the presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the air, because we know that oxygen help in the respiratory system and carbon dioxide, it help in the plants to make their food known as a photosynthesis. So life on earth is possible due to the presence of oxygen and another important gas, that is carbon dioxide, which are present in the atmosphere. And the last, number 10, the ionosphere reflects the radio waves back to the earth and thus help in the long distance communication. So the ionosphere or the thermosphere that not only protect us from the meteors or the obsolete satellites, but also the radio waves used in long distance communication are reflected back to earth by the electrically charged gas molecules in the ionosphere or the thermosphere. So it helps in the long distance communication. Importance of ozone layer. The uppermost part of the stratosphere, which has the maximum concentration of ozone, is called the ozonosphere. It absorbs almost all the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. Thus, it protects us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. The ultraviolet rays can destroy bacteria and animal tissues. Thus, the presence of ozone layer is essential for sustaining life on the earth. Students, ozone gas is found in the stratosphere as well as the troposphere. So, the stratospheric ozone is generated by the action of ultraviolet light on molecules of oxygen, while the tropospheric ozone is generated by the action of ultraviolet light on the molecules of nitrogen dioxide, and it becomes a serious pollutant. So, a high concentration of the tropospheric ozone, it creates a serious threat to human health that damages valuable forest cover and reduces the crop production of the sensitive species on the earth. Ozone in the stratosphere. As we know that in the upper atmosphere a layer of ozone gas that is present and which prevent the earth from the ultraviolet radiation of the sun and protect the human beings and the animals from its harmful effects. Actually, the stratospheric ozone, it acts as a shield or the protector around the earth, which prevent ultraviolet radiation from reaching the earth's surface. Though ozone gas is present in the troposphere, but that is very harmful. So if the ozone layer, it would not be present in the stratosphere, then the present terrestrial ecosystem could not have evolved to its present state without the protective effect of the ozone layer. So ozone layer is present in the stratosphere, that's why the present terrestrial ecosystem is also surviving. Otherwise, it is not possible. Our next topic is depletion of the ozone layer. A study of the ozone layer shows a decline in the total global ozone. The scientists have discovered a hole in the ozone layer over the continent of Antarctica. The depletion of ozone layer is mainly due to the release of chlorofluorocarbons or CFCs from the Earth's surface into the atmosphere. It poses a serious threat to the ozone layer. CFCs are widely used as cooling fluids in the refrigerating system and air conditioners. Many households all over the world also use CFCs, charged aerosol sprays can, etc. The CFCs, when released in air, are transported by the vertical atmospheric circulation and reach the ozone layer in the stratosphere. It can convert the ozone into ordinary oxygen molecules. Thus, the concentration of ozone in the stratosphere is reduced. The ozone depletion results in the rise of temperature on the Earth's surface. This causes global warming, acid rain, melting of continental glacier, rise in the sea level, skin cancer, poisonous smoke, decrease in photosynthesis, ecological instability, and disaster. Now we are going to discuss about a common issue, that is a global warming. The concept of global warming suggests that there will be an increase in temperature on the Earth's surface and the atmosphere. Actually, the average temperature of the Earth, that is a 17 degrees centigrade, but because of the global warming, the temperature is increasing day by day. This is due to the increase in the amount of carbon dioxide, and we know how the percentage of carbon dioxide is increasing. Though carbon dioxide is one of the variable component of the atmosphere, but its percentage is now increasing, and the reasons are that deforestations or the emissions of the different harmful gases from the factories, etc. So global warming is causing due to the increase in the amount of carbon dioxide and the other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, such as methane, CFCs, etc. So, carbon dioxide, methane, greenhouse gases, these are the main sources of global warming. The sun is the main source of the heat on the earth's surface. Some of the heat that reaches the earth's surface from the sun is reflected back into the atmosphere. Gases in the atmosphere like carbon dioxide do not allow this heat to escape into the space. Instead, the heat is held back and it warms the atmosphere. So during the daytime, when the earth's surface it receives the sun rays as short waves, that is known as insolation. So it makes the earth's surface warm. During the night time, what happens? Earth's surface is releases the heat as a terrestrial radiation. That time, the different greenhouse gases present in the atmosphere, especially carbon dioxide, does not allow this heat to escape into the space. Instead of that, carbon dioxide absorbs the heat and that makes the lower layer of the atmosphere warm. The movement of heat between the earth's surface and the atmosphere helps in regulating the temperature on the earth. In other words, the balance between the sun heat and reaches the surface of the earth and the heat that is radiated back into the space determine the temperature and the surface of the earth. So how much sun rays it reaching to the earth's surface, how much it is reflecting back from the earth's surface, it only determines the temperature that is present in the or absorbed by the different greenhouse gases present in the earth atmosphere. Scientists have observed that since the last ice age about 10,000 years ago, the climate in many parts of the world has changed dramatically. And one of the most significant changes that I've seen increase in temperature on the earth.